Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Janelle Pedroza. I study communications at CSUF.
And what year are you?
I'm a third year, maybe like graduating next year.
Awesome. And why did you choose CSUF?
I was actually gonna go to UC Santa Barbara because I was really set on that school because I like really wanted to go to, and it was like my dream school. But then I saw like the communications at program at UC Santa Barbara, and I didn't really like it. And I saw it here, and I like really liked it, and it was really good. So I just decided to come here, and it's really closer like to where I'm from. So I think it's just the best choice for me.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Indio, California. A lot of people, when I tell them, they don't really know where that's at. It's like close to Palm Springs or like Coachella Valley, so that's cool.
Okay. And where are you living now?
Right. I actually moved down here. I'm in Brea, so it's like the city next to Fullerton. So it's really close and convenient for me. Yeah.
How long is your commute from your home, your current home, to school?
It actually depends because I take the bus, so maybe like an hour, I would say. Yeah, that's kind of long.
Okay. And why did you choose communication journalism?
It's something that I've always been interested in since I was like 12 years old. I'm more interested in like the entertainment aspect of it because I like really like music and movies and like TV. So like at 12 I would always like watch e-news, and I was like I would see like the people on TV, and I'm like, oh, I would like to do that. And so I like really got interested, and then once it came to applying for college, I decided that I wanted to do communications and pursue a career in broadcast journalism.
And what specific role did you admire when watching these shows?
Um, Becoming like a news anchor, like co-host, that's what seems interesting to me. Or
Okay.
like a reporter too, that looks really cool.
Okay, and for what company or what kind of company would you want to be a news anchor for?
I think my ultimate goal would be like E News, Access Hollywood, or like Entertainment Tonight. Any of like those entertainment news shows. Those are the ones like that I'm really interested in, and being like there one day.
Okay, and what classes have you taken at CSUF to help you get there?
Right now I'm taking COMM 372, so and that's like helping me like become better at my production skills and like editing skills. And I think that one's the one that's like really helping me like create like videos more efficiently and more like professional, so I can like get into the industry and get hired.
And what kind of work have you done to help you get there?
Do you mean like involved or?
Just like any packages, any
Oh, okay.
storytelling, anything to help you get there.
Yeah, I've done this package about CSU students like struggling to find housing. That's the only video I've like really done that showcases like what kind of skills that I have for the broadcast industry. That's only it, but I'm looking to get involved in like Aldea or any other like communications, broadcast, journalism related programs.
Are you bilingual?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit more about your package? Like, how was that something that you found exciting? Was it like kind of nerve-wracking for you to do?
Yeah, it was because it was my first time really like branching out and like trying to speak to people like that I didn't really know. So that was like the only challenge, I would say. But like besides creating the story together, that was like really fun and kind of easy. But just like setting up the appointments with people, I think that was like challenging.
Would you say now that you have overcome that the next package that you will be doing will be a lot easier for you?
Oh, totally. Because now I have experience like editing the video and coming up with a story and like setting up appointments with people to see if I can interview them. I already have like all that experience, so I think producing a next video would be easier for me.
Awesome. And so, what is the ultimate uh, thing that you want to achieve at CSUF?
Just really get all the skills that I need to enter into the broadcast industry to be professional and employable.
is there anything else that has your, like, do you have an interest in anything else other than communication journalism?
Not really. I mean, maybe like in child working with like children, so maybe like the child and adolescent program that's here at school, maybe that, but not really. I think my main focus right now is just on broadcast journalism.
And do you currently work?
No, not right now.
Do you mind me asking why? Are you just trying to get through school, or do you have too many units going on right now?
Yeah, right now I think the classes is just like a little too much for me because I'm taking 5 classes and that could be pretty challenging, like managing work and school. And then some of the classes that I have require more like work to do, so that's why I don't have a job.
What are your favorite classes at the moment?
I really like COMM 372. I think that one's fun. I'm also taking a Spanish class, and it's like making me learn a lot of new things that I didn't know I like had to know, and that one's really fun. And also like a COMM class. I really like learning about government, so that one's pretty fun too.
If you had to minor in a different major, what would it be?
Oh, that's a tough one. I don't really know.
Are there a couple of ones that you would consider?
I would say probably like child and adolescent studies because I kind of like working with children, and it'd be cool to like get involved and work with them.
Is it because you have sisters or any emotional feelings towards anyone in your life?
No, not really. I was involved in the Boys and Girls Club like back in high school, and I would work with kids. So I like would volunteer and do community service there, and like I would always like be with the kids, trying to like interact with them, having them play games, and I think that's where like my fondness of like children grew.
And lastly, are there anything, or is there anything you want to say to any other student who is going through the same feelings, same obstacles, and learning the same thing, trying to pursue the same goal?
Yeah, I would just say that, just keep going. If it's something you really want to do, to just go for it. Don't let your dreams just be dreams because, you might get older and then you might regret, like, question yourself, oh, why didn't I do this? So it's better just to do it and know, like, what comes from it than just to not know at all.
Thank you, Janelli.
Thank you.
Hi, can you please tell me your name?
Hi, my name is Jenny Cho, and I am an international student from Korea.
What part from Korea?
I'm from South Korea, don't get me wrong. I'm from South Korea, and I'm from Busan, and that's like, it's not a main city, it's not a capital city. Capital city of Korea is Seoul, but Busan, it's like way down, like it's where the harbor is, like the coast side.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you lived in Korea?
I was born there, and I am still a citizen of South Korea, Republic of Korea, and I stayed there for over, like I'm 21 right now, so I lived there until I was 17, 18, so almost like if I count like all the back and forths between like all the countries that I've been, over 20 years.
How do you like living there?
It's my country, so it's like I can't really say, hey, I like it or I don't like it. It's just my country, like, and I'm like the only one who's in the United States right now. Like, I don't have any friends, I don't have any family here. Like, I'm like literally just like by myself here. So I had to make all my friends, like new friends. I had to, like, if I miss my family, I had to like call, like all I was able to do was like phone calling them. So yeah.
How many siblings do you have?
I'm an only child, so my mom and my parents are like, they really had a hard like time when I first came to the United States away from Korea.
Do your parents want you to come back?
Yes, like I was in Korea like during the summer, like, and then we talked about like my future, like what I should do like later on, like I graduate, like after I graduate, and then like my parents kind of like wanted me to stay with them after I graduate since like I was like away from them for a long time. They kind of like like maybe it's not just like me working in Korea, like, but they kind of wanted me to stay around Korea, like for instance, like in Japan or Hong Kong or like China, like because those countries are like within 2 to 3 hour flights. So like, so they kind of wanted me to stay around them, like not 16 to 17 hour flight away. Mm-hmm.
And was it your idea or your parents' idea to study here in the United States?
Well, first it was kind of like, I was kind of thinking, like my parents and I were both thinking about it, but I was kind of more tilted to like studying in Korea. But like, I wasn't really sure. But my mom kind of came up with an idea. How about you start up with the CC, like community college? So she kind of like had an idea with that, and then she suddenly found out about Irvine Valley College, which is like where I transferred from. So that's why I kind of like started from there. Mm.
Okay, and how have you liked your experience here in the United States, from community college to now at Cal State Fullerton University?
Wow, it was really tough journey. It was a really tough process like that I had to like go through, because my English wasn't perfect at all. Like my English was like really weak. I barely wrote a paragraph, and then that paragraph had to be revised like over and over again. So it was kind of really scary to like step out of your comfort zone, and then like had to challenge yourself. Like it was like a challenge like every time. Like it was even hard to like speak up like to the professors like too, like, and I was always like, I think I had this like fear to speak up in English. So like what I did was like I always had to rehearse in my mind, you know, like, well, hey, what, like if I let's say like I want to express like a certain thing, I always rehearsed it in my mind, like I had to like speak the full sentence and then go to a professor or like a person that I want to speak to, and then I could speak. But now it got much like really better, because yeah, but like all the like experience I had in like community college, it really helped like me improving my English skills. So like now I came here, like now I speak without like actually thinking that much. So like I got like really comfortable like using them. So like I think those experiences really helped me like build up what I like need. Yeah.
Would you say learning English is easier than learning Japanese?
I think so, because I had some basic English from like when I was younger, because in Korea, like of course Korean is our first language, but we actually mandatorily teach students, like little like younger students, to use English. Like the government actually encourages like them to learn English and speak English, get close to English. Like, so I had this like experience like with English. Like I had some basic knowledge, so it wasn't really that hard for me to pick up all the like advanced English. But Japanese, I did try to learn the Japanese like for a few months, but it was really hard, because in like English, it's like just a regular basic alphabet, right? Like, and you just combine like between alphabets, right? But like Japanese and Chinese, there are characters, so it was really hard for me to like learn, like because it was like old characters and it looked like a drawing, like not like a language. So it was really like so I'll say like Japanese or Chinese were like much harder to learn than English.
I see. What special foods were cooked in your household that you miss now?
Well, I really miss the food that's called tteokbokki. Like tteokbokki is like our special, like not special, like really common food that we eat like during like, I don't know, you can eat it as a snack, or you can eat it as like with the meal, like with rice, because like, and then my favorite is like what my mom like used to cook, you know, for me. So I really miss that food. It's like a spicy food with like rice cake and like fish cakes, and then like you mix it with like vegetables. So it's like, yeah, it's kind of like I'll say nachos, like Korean version. Like it's not similar, but like it's like spiritual food.
Do you know how to prepare that for yourself today?
Yes, I do. If I would have make one tteokbokki, then I would prepare Korean pepper paste and like veggie, like whatever vegetable you want to like put in. But regularly we put onions, onion and carrots, cabbage, that's like the basic. And then you prepare fish cake. You would prepare rice cake, and then if you want to put some cheese in there, it's good. So and then you boil some water, and then you put all the like salt, like pepper paste, pepper, whatever, like some sugar, and then like you put everything in, you boil it, and then you're done.
Okay. And when you don't feel like cooking that, where do you go? What restaurants do you go to get the food that you're missing?
Oh, I go to a lot of Korean restaurants. I live in Irvine, so there are like hundreds of Korean restaurants around. Oh, like this gets me like hungry right now, but like there are like a lot of good Korean restaurants. And if I want to eat the tteokbokki that I mentioned, I go to a restaurant called Chonchon, like Chonchon House. Like it's near the Culver and everything, but it's really good. I go there, or I sometimes go to like BCD. That's where they serve like a Korean traditional soup with rice and like with some side dishes. And like you all should go and try that. That's like my favorite place. And like of course I go to Korean barbecue like all the time with my friends. And then I try to cook myself a little, like because there's a Korean like supermarket that we can go to. So I just go there and like pick up some ingredients. I try to cook, but sometimes it's hard. So I'll just like go ahead and like go to a restaurant and then like buy whatever it offers. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to add, Jenny?
Well, you guys should really try some Korean food. Like maybe, like I don't know. I think you know how like a K-pop and like K-beauty and like K-food are getting like a really famous and popular in the United States. And as Korean, I'm like really proud, and like because when I was younger, like when I visited the United States for like just for traveling, I didn't really see like if I asked like a certain person, hey, if you know Korea, they would say like they wouldn't like ever heard about it, or like they would just describe it as, oh, is that the country next to Japan and China? I was like those kind of, you know, but now it's like it's kind of branded out as like one of the famous culture like in the United States. I'm like really proud of it, and then I hope like many people enjoy it and like have a good experience with it.
Thank you, Jenny.
Okay, thank you.